Guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more great Cobra Kai content. Turn on notifications to never miss another Cobra Kai video ever again. Please share this video on other social media platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, so that new and old Cobra Kai fans can find these videos and get this video to 100 likes if you want me to keep putting out more videos, more Cobra Kai videos like this one. And with that said, let's begin. So, many of you are always like, I want you to use your real voice. Well, here's a video with my real voice. And the subject of today's video is that Samantha Larusso is not a hero. A lot of people don't seem to understand the reason why so many people view Samantha Larusso as not being a hero. This goes back to my Samantha Larusso Sam was the real bully video. It's all about perspective. And what people can't see is a perspective that Samantha Larusso is a person that takes no accountability for anything that she does, just like her delinquent father was before her, and still is. She goes around taking whatever she wants and thinking that she's always the victim of her situation. When Yasmin crashed her car into Robbie's car, let me correct myself, into Johnny's car, Robbie's father, Samantha Larusso was a passenger. What did she do after that happened? Nothing at all. Let me explain this. Some will say, well, she was scared, she was silent, she didn't actually do anything. It's not her fault that Yasmin crashed into Johnny's car. But here's the truth. Silence is compliance. That's something that someone on one of my videos said regarding Sam. She was compliant when these things were happening. If you watch something happening and you basically go along with it, then you're a part of it. When Samantha Larusso watched Aisha being bullied, being ostracized by her new rich girl friends, she was compliant with what was happening. She didn't say anything. She didn't stand up for Aisha. Some of you are going to say, well, she was just trying to fit in. Again, it's compliance. Look at Moon, for example. When Moon stood up to Yasmin, not caring about risking her social status, not caring about risking, being with the rich girls, she literally let Yasmin know, you need to apologize to Aisha for all of the previous things we did. I apologize, and you need to do it too. And she did it with conviction, because not only did she know she was wrong, okay, but she knew that Yasmin was wrong as well. They were all in it. They were all a part of it, okay? Now, if we look at the situation with Sam, did Sam ever properly apologize to Aisha for everything? Not really. She basically just kept walking the line, the continuous victim of the world, while everything around her is falling apart, and she's basically, she's helping to orchestrate this. For example, look at what happened with Miguel. She blocks him on social media after she gets between him and Robbie. While Robbie is, she brings Robbie to this party expecting Miguel to be okay with it after not speaking to him for ages. And yeah, you're going to say, well, but she, her mother took her phone. You don't just show up to a party. Yeah, so what? And then you show up to a party with some random guy that, by the way, you're also now living with. I mean, think about that very carefully. Like, you're not supposed to ask questions. You have some random guy living with you, right? And it's cool. And then you bring a random guy to the party. And if I remember, someone said that Robbie and Sam were holding hands maybe when they first got there. I mean, like, I don't remember that part entirely, but as you can see, it's like it's down a rabbit hole. And then she blocks Miguel after he's confronts Robbie, and I'm not giving Miguel credit for what happened. Granted, he was drinking, but it's still not an excuse. But she acts like she's the victim in the situation, breaks up with him, then immediately, or almost immediately, starts dating Robbie, who she was hanging out with on a regular basis already. And then after that, poor Miguel is there trying to repair the relationship because, Sam is not like the normal girl. Sam is she operates like a woman who has had lots and lots of experience with different guys. So it's something completely different. Tori, on the other hand, sees Miguel as a human being, as a kind-hearted guy. Like when he was making the video for Sam, and then she looks and Tori's like, listen, that turns off girls. But the funny thing is, she said that, but it didn't turn her off. In fact, when she saw how sweet he was as a person, that made her want a relationship with him even more. All right? So in truth, it turns off girls like Samantha Larusso, girls that play games, girls that are forever the victim. I mean, I'm going to say this, a lot of times in life, women can be the protectors of men as well. And I feel that Tori, to some degree, would have been a great protector, or will one day still be a great protector for Miguel, or even is to some degree a protector for Miguel, because she sees just how manipulative Samantha Larusso is, and how that manipulation has affected Miguel, how that manipulation has damaged his life, his self-esteem, his confidence, and just as he was starting to rebuild his self-esteem, rebuild his confidence, rebuild his life, what does she do? She starts trying to redevelop a relationship with him. When I say she, I mean Sam. And it's crazy. The kiss at the pool during the party that night, when you fast forward a bit, people are saying, well, Miguel kissed her too. Come on, guys. Sam put herself in this position. She went in for the kiss. You want to say it was a 50-50 thing? Okay, fine. Let's say 50-50. She and Miguel kissed each other, alright? She should have known better. And it's funny because Miguel goes, listen, you know what, I'm with Tori and I don't want to do this. You know, he thought about it. Sam, on the other hand, she didn't really back off until she realized, oh crap, I messed up. If Miguel had said, oh my gosh, Sam, I loved you from the very first moment I met you. You know what, I want to be with you. Would she have responded in the same way? You know, she does not consider right or wrong. She just considers her own perspective and what she wants. What she wants for herself. And what Sam wants, Sam gets. You know why? Because that's how her entire life has been. Her father buys her a new car. The kind of car that a grown man would have to work his entire life to pay for. Alright? She has an easy life. She has everything she wants, everything she needs. And it's just me. And she never takes responsibility for anything she does because she doesn't have to. Her father always deflects responsibility onto others. I'm not saying she's to blame for every bad thing that's happened in the world, but in reality, she does not look at herself critically and the role that she's played in the things that happen in her life and in the lives of others. I mean, at the end of season 2, Miguel's in the hospital, and what's Sam doing? Oh, it's quite simple. Sam is basically, you know, starting to say, it's all my fault. She says that. You know, she's in the hospital and she's trying to recover and she's in a lot of pain and she goes, it's all my fault. And before she could even continue reflecting upon everything, because she suddenly has a moment of waking up, boom. What happens? This, Daniel immediately tells her, no, it wasn't your fault, alright? Don't listen to that conscience, because that's a conscience, alright? That's your conscience speaking to you. Don't listen to your conscience. It's everyone else's fault but your own. I'm gonna get that girl Tori thrown out of school. You had literally no part of this fight. You had nothing to do with it. Let's be clear. Tori instigated the fight. Tori is mainly responsible for starting the fight that day. But don't get it twisted. Samantha Larusso and her actions continuously going after Tori, going after Tori's boyfriend. I mean, it's ridiculous. Tori, let me put it this way. I would call her a flawed hero. And I feel that she is a person who can at least reflect, and a person who can at least see different perspectives. I mean, look how she treats Miguel. Look at the kindness that she shows Miguel. She's so kind to Miguel, it's insane. She provides both a loving, a motherly, but also a novia. Novia means girlfriend in Spanish. So, both a loving, but also it's a relationship that encompasses all. She wants to be with him. She cares about this guy. You know? She cares about Miguel, and you can see that. And she cares about others. Look at the way she treats Aisha. She never judged Aisha for being overweight. And she immediately, and in fact, she even asked Aisha about, oh, what's that on your phone? Are you getting pictures from guys? She saw her as a human being. You're Aisha, you're a girl. You know, of course there's a lot of guys out there who would love to be in a relationship with you. She viewed her as a person. The first time she met Sam, she didn't insult Sam. It was Sam who basically who judged her immediately and tried to snatch her bag because she took a bottle of alcohol, which, by the way, she didn't even lie about in front of Sam. She's like, yeah, here it is. This is something that teenagers do. All right, and I'm not justifying it, but if you want to be fair, then let's go back to Yasmin, right? Weren't those girls drinking? I think they were, and even if they weren't, I'm just giving you an example. You know, they crashed. Not just Yasmin, they crashed into someone else's car and acted like nothing ever happened. You know? I mean, think about that. They crashed into Johnny, and then Sam basically doesn't tell her parents or anything. And, you know, they could have taken Johnny's life. But the fact is, it was major property damage, and Sam just wants to act like nothing happened. Nothing happened when she kisses Miguel, and not her fault. Nothing happened when she was in the car with Yasmin, and it crashed into crashed into Johnny and she never went into Johnny's car, just totaling his car evidently. No, that didn't happen either. You know, not her fault. Not my fault. All right. Nothing happened when she snatched Tori's purse because you know what, Tori was still wrong. She had taken a bottle of alcohol previously, so that means that she should be treated poorly and that she should always be, you know, under some type of suspicion. You know, it's funny because in the movie theater with Kyler or Skyler, whatever his name was, and he was like trying to touch her leg. At the end of the day, I don't think the reason why she stopped him was because she didn't want to advance her relationship with him. She stopped him because she was upset that you know, he treated Miguel poorly. So you might say, well, okay, that means that, you know, clearly she cares. She has a heart in her. And I'm not saying she's the worst person in the world, but the thing is that she jumps into relationships so quickly and then jumps out of relationships so quickly. And she can throw, you know, Skyler was never mean to her. He was never bad to her. Yeah, he was not the greatest of guys. Kyler, you know, but again, it's all about perspective. I don't know. Sam just never stops. And it's like we're going into season 3 to watch more of this nonsense where she continues to destroy more lives. Samantha Larusso is not the hero of Cobra Kai. Let me know if you guys agree with that statement. Alright? Tori is definitely not a perfect hero. And if you want to say she's not the hero, that's fine. But she's sure as heck not the villain. Okay? Because she doesn't pretend to be something good. Like, for example, yeah, in the roller rink when she tripped Sam and then Sam tripped her back, she looks at her like, you know, got your back. Because clearly she helped to instigate that. But, you know, I'll put it like this. Sam's being a jerk all the time. Alright? And I'm not saying Tori can't be a jerk. But I'm just saying Sam is so manipulative. She's always looking for ways to one-up her. You know, she could have just walked away. It's like this episode of One Piece where they basically talk about it was shown in two different things where Luffy gets into a confrontation and he's with some fools and he doesn't fight them. He's with Zoro and he doesn't fight them, and he learned a lesson from Shanks. I don't know if you guys ever watched One Piece, but the point I'm trying to make is that there are times when you just have to stand down. If you're not, you know, if you're not in a situation where you're going to end up dying or, you know, losing your life, or you just have to sometimes stand down and just walk away. Just learn to walk away. You know, don't always escalate the situation more. I still don't know why Sam did not choose to stay in the classroom at the end of the season when Tori said that she was, you know, basically said that she was going to jump into a fight with her. I don't know why Sam did not stay in the classroom. She could have stayed in the classroom. Instead she chose to go walk in that direction. I mean, what was she thinking? She could have stayed with a teacher. Was there no teacher in the classroom? Because she was in the classroom. Was there no teacher in the classroom? She could have stayed in the classroom like, teacher, I don't want to do this. You just heard what happened. I don't know. And of course, it's Hollywood. It's dramatic. But I just don't feel good about any of this. Tori came after Sam. She used a bracelet, like, you know, and she used her bracelet in a way that was very, very dangerous. And I have to call out Tori for that. All right? Because what Tori did right there was not right. But when you have a person that just continuously is coming after you, like she came after Tori in the, how do you put it, in the beginning of the series, which completely set things off. And of course, when she first after she got pushed into food, that's when she really starts getting serious about her martial arts, because she wants to stick it to Tori. Come on, I've had enough. Guys, that's everything I have to say. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you guys agree that Samantha Larusso is not the hero of Cobra Kai. She's the real villain. She's the real bully. And people need to wake up and see that. If you enjoyed this video and you want me to put out more Cobra Kai videos like this one, please help get this video to 100 likes. Turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Share this video on social media platforms like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and others to ensure that everyone can find this video. And, I mean, guys, that's what it is. You know, wake up, realize that Sam's no victim. Samantha Larusso was complicit. She was complicit in everything that was happening, or she was, you know, think about it. You know, being silence is compliance. Silence is compliance, alright? So let me know what you guys think. Help get this video to 100 likes if you want to put out more videos like this one talking about topics like this. And also talking more about Sam as well. Because as you can see, I'm not a fan of Sam, alright? I've seen girls like her. And, you know, when you look at this through an adult lens, you can see that this woman is someone that you can't trust even in business or in relationships, because they'll always blame someone else or say it was someone else's fault. And because they're pretty or their parents have money, they feel like they can always get away with it. That's everything I have. Let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and turn on notifications to never miss another Cobra Kai video again. And catch you in the next one. Peace.